For Traderinsight.com, I'm Julie Manns, and this is the roundup for Monday, November 6th. We had a fantastic trade set up from last night in Apple today. The market is still open. I'm recording this around noon Eastern Time, 9 a.m. Pacific. And what you see on your screen is the 5-minute chart of Apple here, and this is the daily chart of Apple on the right. I want to show you from last night. I'll just pull it in here. This was the setup that Adrian set up yesterday. This is what he had for Apple. You can see it was a long bias, and it went all the way from 172.96 through very specific levels up to 173.68, and you can see that's what I've got on these levels here. So we captured a majority of the move in Apple today with those bands, and one of our traders, Mastermind alumni, had typed in our chat, "Hey, thanks, I got this entire move." 173 up to 173.68. So that was really gratifying and cool, and we like it when all those trades that you plan out the night before work out really well, and you can capture much of what's happening in the day. So that was Apple. This is our trade in DAN, Dana Corporation. It's a pattern that, as you can see on the daily on the right here, Adrian calls an infield fly. So we're looking for a move to the downside. On the screen to the left is the 5-minute chart, and here's our entry point. Here's our 50%. So now we've moved our stop at worst to break even. That's the worst you would get out at, is where you got in. So it's a risk-free trade at this point. And we're going to just watch it the rest of the day to see if it can't go on and drift down. You could check at your end of day levels and see what happened. I do want to also point out that one of the methods we use is going from central pivot or other pivot levels of confluence down if it pulls back from your price during the day to capture extra moves. So I was in earlier off the pivot on this trade as well and got stopped out, and then back in when it went to our planned entry price. So that is a more advanced move, and we can teach you that and how to do that, but that's provides a little bit extra during the day, oftentimes in some of our setups. This is ITT. This one did not work for us today. This was also an infield fly short. Entry here at 51.12 took us out at our stop at 51.50. In trading, you definitely have setups that won't work out the way you want them to. The important thing is to follow your plan and get out when you say you're going to get out. Otherwise, you let your losses run, and we want our profits to run. CDEV is a fastball from the scanner portion of our plan that we have. This was a long setup, and it went long in the morning, wiggled a couple people out, went on again, and is still cranking as of noon. We also intraday had a news play in DVN. An alert went off from our news service. We like to do those more as a fade, so one of our traders got in on this. Here's the initial push up, and on this fade down in here, a quick little scalp, and then you can see there were a couple other opportunities, and especially when it came up here. Other of our traders do like to take these on breakouts, and they can do that at their discretion as well, and we're just happy to bring that symbol to the room so that we can all have as much opportunity as possible. Also in the room today, we identified EPAM as an extra inning, what we call extra innings. It is from Friday's trading plan, and it looked like if we needed a long, that might be the one to do it. You can see it initially gapped, opened, and traded down, but traded down to one of these pivot levels, and then had some rubber band spring back from there, and that was a 40-cent opportunity, 30 to 40 cents, depending on where you got in and got out there, and then also moved higher during the day. So we like to identify opportunities in several ways. One is the stated plan that Adrian sets up the night before, as I said, and another is to look at the prior days, because sometimes setups that don't trigger will trigger going forward, and you've already put all that work into identifying those trades. And then we have news plays in the morning and gap plays in the morning, and those are set up more intraday. And between all of these things, we put ourselves and our group of mastermind folks in front of opportunity. And that's the name of the game in intraday trading. Really, trading in general is opportunity. And then knowing, once you have the opportunity, how you're going to trade those things as cleanly and safely and profitably as you possibly can. All right, I hope everybody had a great trading day. Hopefully you guys got something out of that. Email me at julie@traderinsight.com. Have a great day.